Hello, everybody. I want to take this opportunity to thank you all for being here. We have a great partner in the room right now. We've got some exciting announcements to make. We've become really good partners with Minister Ferrada on a tourism initiative, and I'm going to invite her up here to make a special announcement, but I want to say thank you all for being at this event. The gala last night was just amazing. We were able to take in and celebrate some really important Indigenous businesses, and we want to keep this going. So I look forward to seeing you next year at the same time, at the same location, because we want to keep on celebrating our growth. So Mr. Ferrada, please come up to the stand.
Bonjour. Hello, everybody. I heard you had a really good night last night. Thank you, Shannon, for the warm introduction, and thank for Jerry, Corey, and everyone at NACCA for this great event. It's great to see familiar faces in the room, including Seb. Hello, Seb. From Indigenous Tourism Association of Canada. Thank you for being here. And let me join others in acknowledging that we're gathered on the traditional and unceded territory of the Algonquin people. It is important for us and for everybody to recognize the diverse Indigenous people and groups who have called this land home. It is part of our road to reconciliation together. Today we're here to talk about another important part of reconciliation, tourism. Most Canadians probably don't picture tourism when they first think of reconciliation. But I do, because Indigenous tourism is powerful. Indigenous tourism has the power to build self-determination and advance reconciliation. La plupart des Canadiens ne pensent pas probablement au tourisme autochtone lorsqu'ils pensent à la réconciliation. Moi, j'y pense et j'y crois. Il a le pouvoir de faire progresser l'autodétermination et la réconciliation. Tourism helps communities invest in themselves and takes charge of their future. It also engaged non-Indigenous people in the national project of reconciliation. Indigenous tourism is often aimed at foreigners, but it's equally important for Canadians to have these experiences too. Indigenous tourism also has the power to create opportunity across Turtle Island. It supports thousands of jobs, many of them in remote places. It generates revenues from everything from taking care of elders to preserving language, keeping people safe. And finally, Indigenous tourism has the power to transform Canadian tourism, because it's exactly what travelers want right now. Authentic experiences, a human connection, travel where you just don't see something, where you feel something. That's exactly why we launched the Indigenous Tourism Fund last fall. $10 million investment that supports the businesses at the heart of Indigenous tourism. Through an Indigenous-led approach, it's been distributed by the Indigenous Tourism Association of Canada. The fund supports the original program, a literal seal of approval. This means that visitors know they're getting an authentic experience with revenues going to the communities. Grâce au Fonds pour le tourisme autochtone, nous nous assurons d'appuyer le tourisme partout au pays et en octroyant des subventions allant jusqu'à 25 000 $ aux entreprises qui sont au cœur du tourisme autochtone. The fund already is supporting almost 150 businesses across the country. From La Belle Cabane, a healing sanctuary, a spa in New Brunswick, Nelson River Adventures, which takes visitors into the wilderness of northern Manitoba, White Odor Design in BC, who makes fashion pieces grounded in Indigenous culture. I don't know if you saw it, but one of those was recently spotted on the red carpet at the Emmys. We're building on this success that brings us where we are here today. I am really proud to announce the launch of the second stream of the Indigenous Tourism Fund. It's focused on signature Indigenous experiences, something that a traveler remembers long after they've gone home. We have the opportunity to lead the world in Indigenous tourism. To have the signature stream will put Canada on the map. So today I'm announcing a $10 million investment that will offer grants from $500,000 to $1.25 million to major projects that makes Indigenous tourism more accessible, encourages overnight stay, boosts spending, and attracts more investments. These build on existing attractions, while also helping communities get ready for more tourism. Je suis très fière d'annoncer le lancement du deuxième volet du Fonds pour le tourisme autochtone. Il est axé sur les expériences autochtones marquantes, dont les voyageurs vont se souvenir longtemps après être rentrés chez eux. Ces projets s'appuient sur des attractions existantes, tout en aidant les communautés à développer les infrastructures nécessaires au développement du tourisme. Through an Indigenous-led process, NACCA will be handing out these funds. After past decades, NACCA has raised over $3 billion in Indigenous businesses. With years of experience helping Indigenous businesses thrive, NACCA is the ideal partner. I look forward to see what you're going to be doing with this fund. I want to stress a really, really important point, and I think you'll agree with me on this one, for sure. As a government, we support Indigenous communities in making their own decisions, choosing their own path, and doing tourism in their own pace. This is an Indigenous-led process, and it has to be. It goes without saying that Indigenous communities are diverse with many different perspectives on tourism. There's no one size fits all. We're here to support communities in whatever they choose to do. En conclusion, j'aimerais terminer en vous disant ceci. Les voyageurs aujourd'hui, et plus que jamais, ont besoin de se sentir connectés. Une connexion avec l'histoire, avec la terre, avec les humains. Le peuple autochtone sont fortement, principalement, liés à cette terre. As I conclude, I want to leave you with this. Today, travelers crave a sense of connection. A connection to the land, connection to the past, connection to each other. And no one is more connected to this place than those who have always called it home. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Au plaisir de travailler avec vous.